What's going on, everybody? So there's several fragrances that have been announced recently, a few that you guys have asked me about or sent me private messages about asking if I heard it was announced or anything like that. So I felt like we would cover some of the ones that I'm most excited about anyways, the ones I plan on, at the very least, getting my nose on because they interest me personally. So let's discuss them. Stay tuned. We will be using iFragrance Official, the actual website, ifragranceofficial.com. They have expanded beyond just their Instagram page, but I do advise following their Instagram page, but it's a bit more in depth with their website here. So they have all these different articles. Drakkar Intense is one of the fragrances I'm excited about. But This Is Him Vibes of Freedom. Okay, so this one, the name intrigues me, obviously. And then I love This Is Him. It's a men's fragrance. Let's take a look at what they say about it. So, there's a new Woody Fougere fragrance for men launched in 2022 under the This Is Him collection. A wind of freedom and freshness blows on This Is Him. Zadig and Voltaire's new eau de toilette for men, created by Natalie Larson, delivers a fresh and aromatic shot of positivism. Positivism? Okay. Overflowing with good vibes. This Is Him, vibes of freedom classification, an energetic and woody fragrance, an aromatic and tangy trait delivered by energetic lavender and effervescent mandarin, so bright up top. Cardamom notes are captured in a swirl of incense for an explosive, spicy feel. A powerful trail of patchouli and cedar composes vibrant memories. So, do I think it's going to be some groundbreaking fragrance? No, but I do think this is going to be a bit more bright and fresh take on the This Is Him DNA, because it still has a woody base with some patchouli and a little bit of spice with incense and cardamom. So I feel like you're still going to get a little bit of the This Is Him DNA, but instead of it being a smoky vanilla ambery scent, this is going to be much more bright, aromatic, and fresh. Hence the effervescent mandarin orange they mentioned, this energetic lavender. So I feel like it's going to be a very bright, aromatic lavender, not just a soapy lavender. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Again, top notes, lavender and mandarin, heart notes, cardamom and incense, base notes, cedarwood and patchouli. I'm very, very excited about this. Here's a couple of quick pictures that they've taken of it. Love the way the bottle looks, clear with that lavender-ish, almost gray hued juice color. And they have a women's version as well. So right off the get, this is one that I'm quite excited about personally. I did see a new limited edition tuxedo was announced. It's just a limited edition bottle, I believe. Let's scroll across. I believe Drakkar Intense is what we'll talk about next. So, anybody familiar with me and my channel, you know that I'm not a big fan of Drakkar Noir. I had a 30 ml bottle many years ago. Some of you have heard me tell this story. I did go through the 30 ml. It just never captivated me to the point of rebuying it. This was many, many, many years ago, my younger years, that I had this 30 ml. Been quite a while since I have smelled it, but I don't know, something about this just intrigues me. An intense flanker. I have a feeling it will be able to captivate me in a way that the original just wasn't able to do. Drakkar Intense by Guy Laroche is a new oriental fragrance for men launched in 2022 under the Drakkar collection. Daring to spread an irresistible and addictive power, Drakkar Intense embodies a greater thirst for danger man. Interesting. Okay then. Drakkar Intense classifications. The fragrance explores the depths of the Drakkar with the new Oriental Accords, immediately releasing pungent notes of bergamot, while aromatic sage, warm suede, and vanilla exalt the daring sensuality that inhibits him. Just as one is drawn to the intoxicating glow of the fire, a fragrance of unique seduction and exhilarating impression of attraction, threat, and power. The new release features top notes of bergamot, wormwood, coriander, and rosemary. So that's an interesting kind of woody, spicy, green spice kind of feel up top. I love when rosemary's featured. Coriander's a nice touch. I feel like this one will speak to me. In the heart, the notes of lavender, juniper berry, clary sage, and the base concludes with patchouli, vanilla, dime, and mousse. Don't know what those notes are exactly, but official note breakdown as per iFragrance: bergamot oil, absinthe, coriander oil, and rosemary. Absinthe, that's interesting. That'll give a little bit of a lime boozy type of feel, more than likely. Heart notes of lavender, juniper berry oil, and clary sage. Base notes of patchouli, vanilla, suede, and oak moss. So, depending on how much oak moss is actually in this fragrance, it could have a bit of a chypre feel, which would be quite nice. It really depends on the balance here. This could go many different ways on how much it smells like the original, or how much it smells like a more modern take on the original, or if it is going to be a true intense flanker where it just smells like an intensified version of Drakkar Noir. But I'm actually quite excited about this one. I do plan on getting my hands on it sooner rather than later, but it's not at the top of my list of priorities of fragrances I need to get immediately. But I will get this one at some point this year in 2022. If any of you are excited about this one, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm curious to hear what you guys think. So as we continue scrolling along, where is it? There it is. Stronger with You Only. I believe I've seen the note breakdown once, and it was kind of confusing for me, because all of the flankers have been good. I haven't tried them all, but from what I understand, they're all pretty good. Stronger With You Only by Giorgio Armani is a new aromatic fougere fragrance for men, launched in 2022. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Let's get straight to the notes, because this is a line that a lot of people herald and hold in high regard. Top notes, grapefruit. Heart notes, lavender and geranium. Base notes, vanilla and chestnut. So this sounds like a much, much lighter version than even Stronger With You Freeze. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. This particular note breakdown doesn't really speak to me personally. I have a feeling this will be kind of the dud for the line that Pure Accord was for the Boss the Scent line. I could be completely wrong. This could be, oh my God, this is an amazing addition to this line. It's wonderful and everybody loves it. Could be the case. This is an assumption based on this note breakdown as to how I feel this is going to go. I feel like Freeze ended up being okay and more people like it than they initially thought they would, whereas I think this one's going to be kind of the dud. That was kind of the boring one of the line. Again, I could be completely wrong here, but let's see. According to the olfactive chart here, amber, aromatic, and very fougere-ish. For somebody has rated it anyways. Somebody apparently has gotten their nose on it. And yeah, so going to be interesting to see how it comes out. I just don't have high hopes for this one. This one intrigues me in a different manner, for sure. Not in the excitement. Now, the one that does excite me the most out of everything that we just discussed is Boss the Scent Le Parfum for Men. So it's interesting that they're doing a Le Parfum, because they did a Parfum edition already a few years ago that I do have, that I have not worn in a very long time, that features orris. It's a richer version of Boss the Scent with this powdery orris iris note up top that does fade pretty quick. And if the iris would have stayed longer, it would make it it would have been such a great fragrance. It still is a great fragrance, but it would be even better if that was the case. Well, this has iris in it. So feel the power of attraction pull you in with Boss the Scent Le Parfum for him. The intense reinterpretation of the iconic amber signature of Boss the Scent ignites the senses with a compelling accord of iris and leather, unleashing alchemy of attraction that is impossible to resist. Boss the Scent Le Parfum for him's classification: the aphrodisiac top notes of ginger and exotic maninka fruit, with the precious iris at the heart of the fragrance, unleash a magnetic attraction and a passionate atmosphere signed by Boss the Scent. A deeply manly leather base adds warmth to this inviting fragrance. The iconic lacquered bottle in a sensual top shade and set inside a rose gold cage. The outer packaging, also in dove gray, contains Boss the Scent Le Parfum for Men, a powerful fragrance that takes seduction into a completely new dimension. Top notes of citrus notes and ginger. The heart is iris, maninka fruit, patchouli, and lavender. The base is leather and woody notes. So somebody's ranked this already as heavy on the amber, heavy on the leather. But honestly, if this is just a better version of the original Parfum that they made, that's going to be incredible, because the Parfum was a great fragrance. Parfum edition for Boss the Scent was a really good, underrated gem that got discontinued quickly. I forgot what year it came out, but it didn't stay on the market long. Like I said, I haven't worn it in a very long time. I may need to revisit that one soon, actually, because it is very good fragrance. Doesn't get any love, but this is the one that has me the most interested of every fragrance we've talked about so far, because I love the line as a whole. The Absolute, Private Accord, the original. Great, great, great fragrances. So, like I said before, with Pure Accord, I've heard it's a dud. It doesn't interest me. I don't have any plans on getting my hands on it blindly anyways. If I'm ever in a department store and I see a tester, I'll try it then. But most of the line are great fragrances. It really is probably the highlight of what Hugo Boss has to offer for men is the Boss the Scent line. And this looks like it's going to be the one for me. Iris and leather with ginger. Come on now. That just screams me. So I have the highest hopes for this one. This is the one that stands to disappoint me the most because it's the one I'm most excited about. So moving right along, there's the new BDK fragrance. BDK Parfums Ambre Safrano. I had somebody ask me about that one the other day. I'm not that excited about it personally because there's others that are already released in the line that I still want to get my hands on. But let's cover the notes on it real quick anyways. Top notes of Saffron Accord, Madagascar Black Pepper Essence, Plum Accord. The heart notes are Turkish Rose Absolute, Olibanum Absolute, and Black Leather Accord. Base notes of CO2 Oakwood Extract from France, New Caledonian Sandalwood Essence, Madagascar CO2 Vanilla Bean Extract. Very, very specific note breakdown. Okay. It is an interesting note breakdown, though, I do have to say. A lot of spices up top with some sweet plum. A Turkish Rose Absolute is going to be a fresher rose with some incense and dark leather. Black Leather Accord is going to be a darker leather. It's going to be a very rich dark leather smell. Oakwood, that's an interesting wood choice with sandalwood and vanilla bean. This might actually be more intriguing than I originally thought. Interesting. The note breakdown is definitely interesting, I have to say. And let's see if there's anything else. That's the main ones I wanted to cover. We'll do a quick scroll through. See if I'm forgetting anything as far as the new stuff coming. No, so that's the main things I was interested in. But check out iFragrance for sure. Make sure to check out iFragranceofficial.com, as you can see right here. iFragrance Official. Similar layout, kind of a combination of Fragrantica meets base notes meets Parfumo. It's kind of a hybrid of all of them, taking the highlights of every platform that's been available so far and kind of capitalizing on it and making it better overall. I do prefer this platform. No, I'm not associated with them in any way or anything like that. I just like what they're doing. They have a particular reviewers lounge where you can go in and do individual reviews, as you can see here. But iFragranceofficial.com, that is who I prefer to use when I'm looking for fragrance information, especially when it comes to new fragrance announcements. And these are the ones that I'm most excited about, especially the new Boss the Scent Le Parfum. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Are you excited about any of these releases? How about the new This Is Him Vibes of Freedom? Interesting sounding fragrance. Doesn't sound like a mold breaker or anything like that based on the notes, but I have a feeling it'll be a very pleasant and enjoyable flanker for the This Is Him line. Drakkar Intense. I know I'm not the only one that's pretty excited about that one. And until next time, I will say, if you end up getting your hands on any of the fragrances we discussed in this video and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.